just as exciting as the slate of candidates and the Democrats that we have serving in the House of Representatives. During the past 2 years, with a very sliver of margin in the minority, you would have thought for the first 3 months that the Democrats in this House of Representatives were the majority party because of very good maneuvering, and quite frankly, Republicans hadn't got their act together, and we already had our act together. We were able to mitigate much of the damage that was caused afterwards. It was the leadership of Representative Terry Hayes, who's the assistant leader, and it was the dynamic leadership of, we hope to be the next state senator in the Maine Senate, the minority leader, minority in name only, Emily Cain.
Thank you, Barry, and thank all of you. This is a great weekend for Democrats. And if that last group didn't show you why I want to join Justin and all of those members of the state Senate down there, the other end of the hallway next year, I don't know what would. Let's give them another round of applause. There are some special thank yous that I need to give up front. First and foremost, to my colleague, my friend, the Assistant Democratic Leader, Terry Hayes, I have to say thank you. She has been an outstanding teammate during this session. And I'm proud to report to you that Terry and I are the very first ever all-female partisan leadership team the House has ever seen. I want to thank Justin and Barry. They have been dynamic partners in this crazy session. And I'm very proud of the work we've done together and of their leadership in the state Senate. Thank you. I want to thank the staff of the House Democratic Office and the House Democratic Campaign Committee, because they're the ones that make us look good inside of the building and on the campaign trail. I want to thank Ben Grant and Janet Mills, leadership of our party, because they have offered unprecedented support and collaboration in our plan for November. Let's thank them. And to our two dynamic members of Congress that we heard speak last night. Talk about having the backs of Maine people. They understand the challenge of being in the minority and the importance of winning back the majority this November. You, every morning in Augusta, I'm lucky because I start my day with the House Democratic Caucus. I start my day with a group of people that is fighting for you, and that even in the darkest moments of this session, never lost hope. And that's why I want them up here to stand with me tonight, and not just them, but the candidates who we will elect this November to join me on stage now in the rest of this speech. Come on up. I need them all up here with me because we need to thank all of you. We need to thank every person in this room for the support that you gave to us this session and for the support that you will give us on the road to victory in November in the coming months. So we need to give you a round of applause right now. I think you can come down front. There's a lot of them, huh? I'm not sure the stage can hold all of us, all this Democratic energy up here. Come down front. It is so wonderful to be here with care passionately about our values. You are the support team for our leaders and for our candidates. When the Republicans in Augusta and Washington are running roughshod over Maine people, we know that we can count on you to stand with us against them. And after nearly 2 years, Republicans have made it harder to live and to work in Maine. In Augusta, we've seen one Republican idea after another attacking working people and middle-class families, and not a single idea that would create jobs or put our economy back on track. They have moved Maine in the wrong direction. The Republicans think that their agenda should be our priority, and that what's good for them must be good for us. But Republicans have sided with big corporations to strip the rights of working people. Republicans have sided with big insurance companies to hike rates on middle-class families and small businesses. Republicans have sided with unscrupulous mortgage lenders over Maine homeowners. Whose side are they on? Who are they working for? Governor Paul LePage and Republicans in the legislature have put corporations from away and big insurance companies ahead of Maine people time and time again, and it has to stop. And we will make it stop this November because we have your back. In these tough times, the Republicans chose to eliminate and reduce health care for tens of thousands of Maine seniors, children, and people with disabilities while giving unfunded tax breaks to the very wealthy. And Democrats, we know better. We know that in times like these, millionaires should be giving to charity, not getting it. And we know that in times like these, we should be taxing fairly and cutting wisely, not taxing the middle class and cutting services to our children, our seniors, and our public safety. And that's because as Democrats, we know, we believe in the American dream, that all Maine people deserve to prosper, not just those at the very top. We have your back. Too many Maine people are struggling. Too many Maine people have lost hope for a better future. Imagine the 50-year-old man in Franklin County. He's worked hard his whole life, putting in long shifts on his feet all day just to keep dinner on the table, warm clothes on his kids, and save some money for a rainy day. But because of Republican policies, he's going to have a harder time. His health insurance is going to get far more expensive. Families like his in rural Maine will face higher costs, less certainty, and fewer options. We are fighting for people like him. We have his back. We are fighting for the 84-year-old grandmother in Augusta County who has worked her whole life just so she could live with dignity in her old age. But now, because of Republican policies, she will be forced to choose between her heart medication and heating her home. And we have her back, too. We are fighting for the recent engineering graduate who lives in Hancock County, who dreams of living, working, and raising a family in Maine. But because of short-sighted choices Republicans have made, the good-paying research and development jobs she's trained for won't be there. But we have her back, too. And that's what's at stake in this next election. And that's why it is so important that we win back Maine for Maine people. We will take back the Maine House and the Maine Senate in November, and we will do it with your help. Because as you can see, we have recruited the very best candidates, and we are working harder and smarter than ever before. We have staff all over this great state, and we need you to be on our team. Are you as outraged as we are? Well, tonight I'm going to make you a promise. that together we will show the governor and Republicans our outrage in November when together we show them the door. Maine House Democrats have excellent candidates running. They are leaders in your communities, and they will be leaders in Augusta. And I want to tell you about a few of them. Bob Saucier is running in Presque Isle. Bob is running because he believes his town deserves better leadership, and he's already knocked on 800 doors. And John Schneck is running in Bangor in House District 16. That was one of our closest losses in 2010, and in 2012, John is going to take it back. And then there's Lisa Miller from Somerville. Lisa was a three-term incumbent and served on the Appropriations Committee. She was one of the most valued members of the legislature who lost in 2010. But in the last 2 years, Republicans in the legislature have gutted the Fund for Healthy Maine, and so Lisa is running so she can make sure those funds are restored. And Tim Marks from Pittston. He served as a Maine State Trooper for 25 years. He just retired, and he wants to continue to answer calls for help in his community, so he is running for the legislature and will be the next state representative from House District 53. And Jean Marie Caterina in Scarborough. She is one of the 2 seats. She's running for one of the 2 seats that we lost in 2010 to a Tea Party candidate. Well, I'm happy to tell you that Jean Marie has already knocked on hundreds of doors, and she will be serving in District 28. And finally, I have to mention the Senate Minority Leader, Barry Hobbins, who, after serving a distinguished career in the Maine Senate, fighting Governor LePage and the Republicans by my side, has chosen to join our team and run to represent Saco again in the House. Together, this team of House Democrats is going straight to the ballot box to say enough is enough. We are fighting on the right side of Maine people, and we have your back. But we cannot do it without you. We need you. We are not the minority. We stand before you as the re-emerging majority party in the Maine legislature, and we need you with us. We need you with us at the doors. We need you with us at the town hall and on the campaign trail. Can we count on you? Yeah! We will not let you down. House Democrats will not let you down. Because, let's say it together, we have your